The Tres Marites theme is very common in Philippine art, painted in various ways, like upper-class women relaxing in the comforts of their home while dressed so impractically glamorous, or looking like a singing trio a la the Supremes, and a sweet-looking tinderas. Viridian Isidro follows in the footsteps of our masters by combining all the elements, adding a bit of humor absent from the other works. Art can sometimes come off as intimidating, like if we don't get what it's trying to say, we blame ourselves for being low in IQ, which of course is never the case when it comes to appreciating art. Like they say, art is very subjective. If it doesn't say anything to you or it says something different from the intent of the artist, it's okay. What matters is what it says to you or how it makes you feel. Isidro's work, however, is probably one of those paintings that everyone, including those not even remotely exposed to the Filipino culture, can easily tell what is being shown here. The hand gestures, the craning of the neck, and the closed eyes for that added concentration marvelously poke fun at how some people spend their time even while at work. Instead of using their mouths, necks, and hands to attract suki to buy their fruits and fish that are still so full in their bilao, they use them to gossip. With the way they are trying in vain to be coy about their busybody activity, we can tell they're not talking about the latest political or showbiz scandal. By having to keep their voices down and whisper, they are talking about someone whom they all know. They all look alike except for the colors of their tops, which make them look like a singing trio from the 60s. Their head wrap, their faces, their makeup, their very low neckline revealing a very ample bosom, and their love for gossip make them looking the same. Imagine how they are trying to shield their pastime with their hands and stretched necks to make sure they're not missing a syllable, but unless we are seeing a mirror image, they are not really hiding their malice at all. If the woman in the middle really wanted to keep it down, her hand should be shielding her mouth from the other side. What's the point of covering it that way with their backs to the wall, unless it's a scientific way to better bounce off the sound of her voice straight to the ear of the lemon vendor? Maybe I'm reading into this too much, but I see the colors of the Philippine flag. The Tres Marias are not so much an homage to the traditional Tres Marias theme in Pinoy art, but Isidro invites our nation. The three represent our major islands. Whether we're from the north or the south, east or the west, the pearl of the Orient, we are one in our love for chismis. The Tres Marias or the Tres Marites will always be essential in Pinoy art. Art is essential.